Hola, and welcome once again to the Schaefer Small Engine Shop and Two-Car Garage. Today's victim is my cousin Jerry's John Deere 3000 PSI 2.8 gallons per minute pressure washer. This is a barn find. It's been out in his barn. I think he said it hadn't been run in 5 years, a minimum of 5 years. He was able to get the motor cranked up, but the motor wouldn't do anything but spit and fart, and didn't have any water coming out of the pump, or just maybe a small stream of water coming out of it. So he came to his senses and brought it over here to me. And I'll show you what all I've done to it, bring you in a little bit closer here. Well, the first thing I did, I tried to start it, and it did the same thing that it did with Jerry, just farted and spit. Ran a little bit better with the choke on, but it needed some work. So I drained the carburetor and drained the gas tank. No, this is not iced tea. This is the gas that came out of this thing. No wonder it wouldn't run. So we got some clean gas in it now. And it ran okay. But I took the carb off, and I broke down and bought one of those ultrasonic cleaners. Ultrasonic cleaned the carb. The jets were in pretty good shape, the main jet and the emulsion tube. So I put it all back together, and it ran much better, certainly with good new gas in it, but it still had a little surging problem. So I took the carb apart, and I had not fooled with the pilot jet in it. Pilot jet's hides right in here underneath this idle set screw, and I pulled the idle pilot jet out of it, and it's just got the tiniest little hole you ever saw in your life in it. But I finally found a piece of wire that I could force through it, and then I've got a set of these little micro drill bits, and I kind of cleaned it out with a micro drill bit. And I think that that helped it. I've got a new air cleaner on it, and I'm not showing any of this because it's pretty routine stuff. But when I got the carb all cleaned up, I took it out to the hydrant, and the motor started up, revved up, but I couldn't get anything but a stream of water out of it. It looked like it was coming out of a little water pistol or something. Tiny little stream. No pressure from the pump. Only the pressure was from the water pressure at the hydrant. So I have declared the pump dead. And we'll take a look at the dead pump and the new alive pump. This is the old pump. It's an Anovi Reverberi made in Italy. They are on lots and lots and lots of pressure washers. Big time manufacturer. But this thing's a 2008 model, and when they won't make pressure, I don't try to fool with rebuilding these things. I just buy a new pump. This is, as you can tell, bright and shiny. It's the new pump. Now, these are both triplex pumps. They've got 3 pistons in them. The pistons are driven directly off the crankshaft. Got a connecting rods, and the pistons go up and down and pressurize the water. This pump, I really like it. It came with a quick connect fitting on it, which the Anovi Reverberry did not have. And let me bring you around here on the side. I'll show you something else it came with. It's one of the reasons I bought it. This pump is made in Canada by Can Pump or Canadian Pump or somebody like that. And it's a real good looking pump. One of the big things I like about it is it came with a sight glass, so you can tell how much oil is in it. That's a big plus. The Anovi Reverberry did not have that feature. It didn't come with quick connects, so I think this is going to be a nice pump. We'll know more about it in about 5 minutes, because we're going to take it outside and hook it up and see if it makes pressure. I'll be back with you. Before we go outside and hook it up, we'll take a look at the engine. This is a Honda GX200. I'm not sure the 200 is still a current model. Might have been superseded by the slightly smaller 190. But the GX engine series from Honda is their commercial series engines. The GC series are more homeowner oriented. Differences in the bearings and probably the cylinder liner. But this is the top of the line model, and I think it puts out about 6.5 horsepower, which is plenty enough to make good pressure at a pump. This whole unit was built by Briggs & Stratton. Briggs & Stratton's got a outdoor products division that makes lawnmowers and pressure washers and some other stuff, although I'm not sure that division is still operating. Seems like I remember somewhere reading that they had decided to just stay in the engine business and divest some of this outdoor stuff and kill off some of the brands. They own Snapper, they own Ferris, they're in the generator bit, big time in the generator business. So I'm not sure whether they're still in the pressure washer business or not, but they built this one, and it's a pretty deadgum nice unit. Now let's go outside and give it a field test. All right, we got gas in the tank. The water's on, and the nozzle is working with water pressure from the hydrant. Let's see what we get.
Good.
I'll stop this till I figure this out. Well, it changed its mind. Now it wants to start up. Well, I don't know why the motor was hard to start. It's very un-Honda-like, but it did fire up, and it has plenty of pressure to run this turbo nozzle, and I think the motor still needs a little tuning, particularly jetting. I may have to open up the pilot jet and the main jet, but I think we're 98% there. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps someone.